What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in the Cleveland, or as I like to think of it, USS Freedom, with all its 12 6-inch guns. Now we're on the Two Brothers map. It is a domination, a bit of lag. We're gonna kind of head towards A and see what sort of trouble we can get ourselves into over there, and more lag. Geez, internet, sort yourself out. We've got far too many ships going in to capture the B point. It frustrates me when people do it. One or two is enough, guys. And just checking out the camo on that Warspite. We don't need 4 ships or, however many going to try and all secure a few points from assisting in capturing the base. So we're going to turn away just so we don't run into our Warspite. And got shots coming in from C. I'm not sure if they... someone's just trying to get lucky. But, I mean, look at that. 4 ships. 4 ships all trying to capture the first point. But anyways, we're not going to follow them. We're going to try and see what we can find at A. And hope and pray that some of these teammates who went for B will come with us. And we got our first target. It is a New Mexico who's using a Romulan cloaking device, apparently. So we got another battleship there. I didn't actually see what it was before it disappeared. But I've started getting a better feel for the Cleveland's guns. I mean, I expect to see this quite often because I know, like, even when I get to the Pensacola, I'll keep the Cleveland around. It's a good ship to earn money in. And once it's elite, it's a good ship to earn convertible experience in, which I can then use to get through the Colorado, because I have it now. I've played one game in it, and I hated every single second. I'll continue to try and hopefully figure it out and at least see if I can get a half decent match to show you guys. But I want that North Carolina. I want it yesterday, so things like the Cleveland and, I'll use any elite ship I can that I enjoy to get the 120,000 experience that I need to get from Colorado to North Carolina. Because once I got North Carolina, I'm happy to grind out the experience to Iowa, just grind it out like normal without paying. And so Wyoming and then New Mexico. We're going to stop here behind the island and try and maybe turn a little bit. I don't know if we're going to make that turn or not. So this could be bad. This could be very bad. New Mexico's guns are very accurate. We're actually going to reverse because I want to try and get my nose we're getting... Oh, that was a huge lag spike. I'm sitting wondering what had happened. And another one. Damn it, internet. Do your job. I want to try and go on to the other side of this island so I can at least try and get some speed, and that I don't want to creep out in front of this New Mexico because at this range... Well, he's distracted now. But no, I think I'll continue with my original plan because, I mean, at like maximum range for my guns, I'd probably survive most of the hits from in New Mexico, but at 12... That's starting to push it, and yeah, he doesn't need too many good hits to finish off a squishy little target like the Cleveland. But we have some serious support right now. Looks like some torpedo planes. They're a little bit out of my range to help out effectively. We're going to start putting some high explosive shots into the Wyoming. And we're going to start turning around, traveling away from both of these battleships, just so we can try and extend the distance out a bit, because this is not where I want to be. Not at all. And come on, give us some fires. I want fires. Those guys are looking cold. They need to be warmed up. And yeah, that Omaha got wrecked. I wonder if it was the New Mexico. I think it was. So he proved my point for me why you don't want to be anywhere near 10 kilometers away from New Mexico. You want to be 14 kilometers and at least have a chance. So 14 kilometers, we'll start putting fire into the New Mexico. And our team have already lost 2 cruisers, and we haven't even done anything to the enemy team. And you can see again, I mean, the hang time of those shells gave even a New Mexico time to move and get out the way. So we've kind of got I think, locked down enough. You know, the ships that are there are going to prevent those 2 battleships from capping. So I'm going to have to head back towards B because, well, it seems like no one really went that way, and those who did died. I think we maybe lost 1 ship there. And we've got an entire enemy armada on its way. And we need to get rid of them. We need to stop them from capping B. And we've got a battleship who's headed down the channel. Just look at the minimap. You can't make this stuff up. Battleship is headed down the channel. I wonder how he's going to do. So we're going to start putting some serious hurt into this Congo, hopefully. Hopefully we can get more than 1 fire started. We've got a couple of cruisers and some other battleships in this area that we're going to have to take care of. But thankfully we've got 2 Wyomings backing us up. Let's see, we've got a Tier 6 Aoba, a Furutaka, and a Phoenix. It's going to be interesting. And our battleship that's gone through the channel has now come up against a cruiser. And judging by the fact that the cruiser close to those kind of ranges, it's probably got torpedoes. It looks like the New Mexico and the Wyoming that we're at A have maybe been dealt with, considering that they've lost 2 battleships and I don't see them on the map anymore. And Cletus says he's got the only kills. I'm going to try and actually hit this freaking Phoenix. We are getting into the range where it's a bit easier now, but he's maneuvering like a wild thing. We've got a destroyer behind us, who's popping in and out of his smoke screen. And there's the Aoba. He's just cloaked, and he's back. Now, I've never actually used the Aoba. I don't actually know how good it is compared to the Cleveland, but we did some big damage there. Well, quite a few critical hits. We're switching to armor piercing now. See if we can find some elusive Japanese citadels. We're going to put that fire out. Sometimes, even in cruisers, I tend to leave it for a bit, which is stupid because I don't have a repair, a health regeneration ability like I do in a battleship. And 2,000 damage. I'm going to keep firing. I have more guns than him, and I have a better reload rate, but his are bigger than mine. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. At least we're kind of... we set him on fire. Let's maybe switch targets to this Furutaka. See if we can get him out the picture. Because he's also got the same guns, the same 8-inch guns. We're just waiting for our front turrets to... Oh, come on. How did that miss? Waiting for our front turrets to turn around. And wow, there we go. 2 Citadel hits and we get the kill. So now it's back to the Aoba, who we have a much nicer shot on him now. He's not as angled. But we got to get our eye back in. Getting better with these guns, but still not as comfortable with them as I once was. And despite being here, they've managed to sneak in with a Wyoming. But we don't have time to worry about Wyomings. We have Congos and Aobas to worry about. And the Congo has decided I am the target to shoot at. We're going to switch over to high explosive. And try and set him on fire. Got 9 hits for 500. But I suppose that was armor-piercing salvo. So now we've got high explosive shells on the way. 2,500 damage from 7 hits. How do those do? Can we get a fire? And yes, we can get a fire. Is he still looking at us? I think he is. I think he is. And here come the shots. So we're going to immediately turn away from them. Got another fire on him. And we take some damage, but nothing too serious. And he's burning quite nicely. And those shells are going to hit. No, they missed. They went just over. Another salvo on the way, and he's on very low health. A good hit and another fire or so should be able to finish him off. And here come more of his shots, so again begin turning. And do we dodge them like a champ? Most of them take 2,000 damage. It kind of looks like he's stopped now. So that's just going to make our job easier. Or is he reversing? And come on, shells, group together. That's not where I'm shooting you. Stop splicing all over the place. And he's repaired, so he's back now up to 8,000. But we've set 2 fires now. Nice. And we take a slight hit, but nothing serious. Fire everything we have, and we're on the map border. There we go, kill number 2. Just get off this stupid thing. And he hit us for 1,600. So I'm probably going to pause the recording now and wait until we get within range of something else to shoot at. I'll see you guys when we've got a target. Alright, and welcome back. We don't have a target just yet, but we should very soon. And in fact, there we go. While you were away, you kind of lost all the points. We're still ahead on tickets. Someone's just destroyed their cruiser. They've got 1 destroyer and their carrier left. And we're heading straight towards the carrier to try and snag ourselves a kill. We've got torpedo bombers coming in at 10 kilometers, so we're going to lock those guys up, or focus fire on them. I really think I need to actually try carrier gameplay. Now I've seen a lot of videos by guys who have these stupidly awesome matches, and I think I need to learn how to do it. Not sure when I will though, but it's definitely on the cards for something I need to do. So he's now within 12 kilometers. We're starting to get hits on him. He's just unspotted himself. He is the Japanese Zuiho, or however you pronounce that. We need 120 points to win. We've just destroyed their final destroyer, and we're now 10 k's away from this guy. Unfortunately, we're now waiting for our rear guns to leisurely turn around and bring themselves to bear on this guy. But he's right within range now where we can... Ooh, we got a citadel, nice. Where we can reliably hit him, and I don't have to worry about the shells hanging in the air for 10 seconds. But he's making a run for it. He's turning away from us. He probably should have done that earlier. He kind of continued on his course for a little bit too long and brought himself right into our gun range. But we're getting good hits on him. Finally a team that doesn't blow cock and carriers with brains. So we got another citadel. We set him on fire. He is very nearly dead. And yes, I agree, Cletus, it's very good to have a team that manages to play properly and do well. So these shots should finish him off. And there we go. That's the kill for the match win. So, Cleveland, still really enjoying it. Still getting used to the guns. I don't know how much you can really get used to them, just because at maximum range, you know, they hang so long in the air that they're easy to dodge. But anyways, we got 171 target hits, shot down 2 enemy aircraft, critically damaged the ship twice, got 3 kills, caused fire 9 times, got 4 Citadel hits, and assisted in base capture once for 240,000 silver, basically 3,338 research. And we came first place on the team by just over 100 points. That Ayoba came first on the enemy team with 900. We did 7,800 armor piercing damage, 63,000 from high explosive, and 26,000 from fires. So, I mean, this is still a really good ship. It's just at longer ranges, it's a bit too easy for the enemy to dodge the your incoming shots, just as it is for them to dodge a long-range battleship fire. So you do kind of need to, again, I think it's to reliably get citadels and that, you kind of need to close to around 10 kilometers or less, at least for me, simply because at that range the enemy doesn't have enough time to take evasive action. But I mean, you can't do that if there are battleships around, because then they will wreck you. So if it's just you versus some cruisers, I'd recommend trying to close distance. If there's battleships, keep your distance to 14 kilometers or so. But anyways, still a really good ship. I'm looking forward to the Pensacola to see if it's any better, and looking forward to those 8-inch guns, and because I don't remember them hanging quite as much. But anyways, enough rambling from me. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below, and maybe consider subscribing for more World of Warships content, as well as War Thunder and a few other things that I throw in from time to time. Also, be sure to check the description down below for links to my Facebook and my Twitter pages, and you can follow me there as well if you desire. But anyways, as I said, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator458 signing off, and I will see you guys next time.